Are you somebody that goes to college but you don't want to pay to live on campus? Are you someone that wants to go but you don't because you know it's really expensive and you don't want to be in debt? Are you somebody that goes to community college but really wanted to go a four-year school but you chose not to because you wanted to save money and start at community college? Are you someone that just goes to community college because you knew it would be cheaper and you don't plan to go to a four-year school because you find it really expensive? Well, this speech is for you. Personally, and I think I can speak with everyone on this, college should realistically be free. Why should we have to pay for our education? But obviously that's not going to happen. It's not going to ever be free. If it is, great, that would be awesome. But we are going to have to pay something. And that something should not be $20,000 a year or more. Some schools are more. If you go to a private school, it's like $30,000 a year. Like, that's insane. It should not cost that much. Plus, if you want to live on campus, great. Another $10,000 for you to pay. That is insane. And I can definitely speak for everyone on that is insane. Think about it, though. Do these colleges really need $20,000 a year from students every year? Because there's a ton of people that go to some of these schools. Like, if you're thinking UMass, like, there's over 1,000 kids per grade. Like, lots of people that go to UMass. And lots of money that they are receiving. And yeah, it is a big campus, but think about it. I think they could use less money to keep the campus open. Not only this, but there are some people that may have different desires for college. They might dream to go to a different school in a different state. They might dream to even go to a four-year school in general, but they don't because it's expensive, so they go to community college. People have all these desires for themselves. They have desires of majors, all that. But they go with what they can afford. They go with what they think will be best for them in the long run. Not even thinking about what they want. Because there's some people that might actually want to leave the state for college. They might want to go to Florida or North Carolina or something like that. But they don't because they know it's an extra $20,000 a year for them. Which, understandable, but why should it cost that much for someone to go to college when they live in a different state? It should cost the same price. It should not be any different. And I think that's unfair that for people that have a big dream to go to a school and they can't or don't want to because of the price. Because some people really cannot afford that. And yes, they will give financial aid. But not everyone gets financial aid. They kind of give some people the benefit of the doubt. Other people don't get any financial aid when they want to go to schools very far away, which that's when they need the financial aid most, and they don't get it. Not only does this affect people that want to go to school in a different state, but this also affects people when they get out of high school and they don't want to go to college. They are not much of an educational person, maybe. Or they are, but they don't want to pay the money. And there's people that really want to do certain jobs that you can do out of college. But they choose not to because it's really expensive. And then they just do whatever they think is easier for them, which it might not be what they want. These people might want to be in business. They might want to be an engineer. But they choose not to. They choose to be a waitress. They choose to work at a grocery store. And that's not what they want. They want something better for themselves. Not saying that those are bad jobs or anything, but some people just might want something else. They might want to get an education. For example, my mom, she never went to college and no one really advised her to. And I think it was because it's expensive and she really wished that she went. And I think price has a lot to do with the creativity in jobs. I think there would be a lot more creative people working in certain jobs if college was free or cheaper. People would be getting the jobs that they want. They'd be having jobs they were actually happy doing if they were able to afford it. Not only this, but there are people that really want to do certain things at their colleges. They really want to live there. That's something that I really wish I could have done. I wish I could have went to a 4-year school and lived there and had fun, which next year I might do that. I'm still thinking about it. I know that I want to go to a 4-year school, but I'm not sure if I want to live there. And that is because I'm not sure if I really want to pay the money to live there. It's expensive. And I'm sure everybody else goes through that same thing. And it is very, very expensive. So that decision becomes very hard for people because they know it's so expensive. And it'd be way easier for people to enjoy their college experiences if it was cheaper. They'd be able to do their desires. And that's what it should be. It's college. It's fun. And people can meet others and go out and do things. But instead, price is a major factor in being able to do these things. Some people get lucky and they stay at these 4-year schools, which is great. But then they're stuck in debt. They're stuck in debt. And they're unable to do the things that they want. They're unable to get an apartment sometimes. Sometimes they're stuck living at their parents. And when they do get an apartment, they can't move out because you know what? You know what they're doing? They're trying to save money to move out and get their own house, but they're stuck in debt. And because they're stuck in debt, they can't. And they can't start families. It's very difficult. They can't get married. It's awful. And for this reason, I think college should be cheaper. The economy would improve a lot. They wouldn't be giving as much money to people that need it because college would be cheaper and the government wouldn't be giving as much money away. I don't know how well it would work with the economy, but it might work and it might happen. And I really hope that my speech helped people understand. Thank you.